Hello, everyone. Hope you are well on this Thursday night. It is almost 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here as I record, and this Title 42 is set to end, well, within a few hours here. Uh, and the big question, are we going to face a huge tsunami of people? I believe so. The word is they are gathering by the tens of thousands down there at the border. And I know talked about this for the last several days. I get it. Some people are probably tired of hearing about it. I know other YouTube and on other platforms, other content creators are talking about this, but it's a big story. I did find a couple of little wrinkles and stories here that you may have not heard about it, and I'll share that. I also have a really good verse towards the end, so stay tuned for that. I did see a couple of little stories where it said that the Biden administration issued, this is earlier today, issued a dire warning as migrants to flood the United States. No kidding, saying that the removal of the migrants is going to take place under Title 8, which would which does impose steep penalties on migrants who cross the border illegally, including a 5-year ban on reentry and some other things. And 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 they were this other guy, little mousy guy, was from the DHS secretary. What's his name? Mayorkas, I think is his name. He was talking about that too, saying that quote unquote the borders are not open. I don't believe that for a minute. I don't believe any of that from them. Not a word. Empty words from empty suits is what this is. Empty words from empty suits. Don't believe it. Believe it when I see it, which won't happen. 10,000, expecting at least 10,000 people a day coming in. That's really what they've been seeing. I'm hearing hundreds, tens of thousands of people are about ready to come through. The Border Patrol is going to be overwhelmed. They're not going to be able to stop it. They will be overrun, it sounds like. And I did hear another part, another story. The chief of the Border Patrol sent a memo out today or this morning authorizing the release of illegal migrants into the U.S. without a court date. This is as agents are about to face an overcrowding of these people coming in here, and a historic surge of migration into the United States. He was saying that they should make an appointment. This is laughable. Make an appointment or require or request a notice to appear by mail, and then it would probably be 2 to 5 years before the court system is so backed up. That is just laughable. There's no way, not feasible, not going to happen. They call it a parole release. I mean, like these people are going to be concerned about the legal intricacies. I mean, once they're let in and turned loose, there's no way to track them. There's no way to know really who they are, what they're about, any threat they pose, what they can contribute. You don't know. I mean, they're just going to be in the wind, in the wind. Oh well, you know. Um, and I feel for the border agents. I mean, let's pray for the border agents, the people involved. I mean, really, this is a tough situation, and it could get really bad. Uh, One of our subscribers here, Scott, that lives down there in that area, he said that a disaster declaration for the southern border has been declared as well this evening. And as we know, the Title 42 ends here in a few hours. So I believe they'll see a historic surge for sure here overnight or very soon. I did see another story there where, well, this was actually on uh, I forget which social media, or it might have been on one of the cable little channels that said that it had a little interview with the mayor of Laredo, Texas, And that guy looked worried. He said, "We're preparing for a hurricane of people. We're very worried. We're just going to be overrun here." The big thing he was concerned about is the hospitals, the healthcare system. He said that our hospitals are really pretty close to capacity. You're at capacity as it is already. If you load us down with thousands of people, there's no way we can handle this. He just came out and said, I mean, we can't do this. Um, he said that there were some shelters ready, but as far as social services, healthcare, that's what he's really concerned about. Feeding all these people, I mean, much less healthcare, you know. He was just saying it would not take much to just totally overwhelm us, and we're really worried. So I would be too. That's in Laredo, Texas. I saw another story where an IED, this is an improvised explosive device, was found at one of the Arizona port of entries that was headed for the U.S. across the border. I mean, there's no telling what is coming across. Drugs, it could be weapons, who knows? And who's coming across? There's reports of Chinese nationals coming across, or Chinese, military aged men. That's concerning. I've heard that on more than one occasion from several sources, and it's a recurring thing. So, I'm getting to where I don't doubt that, But this can be destruction. It really could, and not just in one spot. It's going to be spread out to do the damage. Okay. Um, this is an enormous strain, like I said, on an already strained infrastructure system, from electricity, social services, uh, healthcare, food and water supplies, health, the crime alone can be devastating. These folks coming in here, they're going to be gathered and then they're going to be dispersed. And then, even then, when they're dispersed, what are they going to have on them? Are they going to have any money, any way to any food? I mean, they have to eat. They may have family with them. They may not. And who knows what's going to happen here? There's a lot of unknowns. But we do know is this could be and very well will be very destructive to the country. It could really make it unrecognizable. It really could. I mean, with the numbers they're talking about, tens of thousands coming in right off the bat. And then we're looking at millions over the next few months. Whew. I mean, it's a disaster. It really on several levels it could be a disaster. And I'm really concerned about people getting hurt, and our people. Our people that are trying to shore up their homes, their properties, and so folks are going to get hurt. That's my concern. Hopefully not, but with this many people running in here, it just drives up the chances for bad things to happen, much less the crime, uh, nonviolent and violent crime. I think we're going to see both. We already have a lot here, you know. So share your thoughts on this. I'm going to watch it for sure, and we'll keep an eye on this. Keep doing what you're doing to prepare as best we can. You know, especially your basics. Your food, your water, your over-the-counter meds, your medications, your band-aids, your first aid, because this could start getting in a bit of a short supply. Okay, really quickly. It really could. Hopefully not, but it could. All right, I have a verse to share. It is from Matthew. Matthew chapter 23, verse 28 says, "So you also outwardly appear righteous to others, but within you are full of hypocrisy and lawlessness." Yeah, That's in a world full of hypocrisy, it seems like, at least. I know there's good. There's a lot of good out there, but there's a lot of hypocrisy. There's a lot of lawlessness out there. There's just a lot of meanness and anger, and a lot of people have that outward appearance of it, of righteousness, and are saying a lot of stuff. But let's set the example. Let's walk the walk, treat others as we would like to be treated. That's kind of how I boil it down. You know, share your thoughts on that. Let's keep in prayer. This is a crucial time, a tough time, but we are citizens of Christ, and let's keep that in mind. Let's be aware. Let's stay safe. God bless you. I'll see you soon.